Well, hello, Mr. Gentry here, and today we're going to talk about how to notate and then play back Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. This looks pretty difficult, but I'm going to show you some easy ways to do that. So we're going to start by going to your internet application. I prefer Internet Explorer. However, when you're playing back on a digital piano, you might choose Firefox for a particular reason, which I'll get into later. All right, your web app is called noteflight.com. Forget the login part, just www.noteflight.com. When we do log in, I do have quite a few codes. But basically, it's MMS and our zip code 60139, and then I add a number for your class period. Today I'm going to use 4, 60139, class period 4. Your password is 10, 11, and then your class period. Maybe it's 4, 10, 11, 4 is what I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Up here in orange, I'm going to pick a new score. And for what we're working on today, we're not going to need two staffs. We're just doing right-handed piano stuff. So click on your bass clef and hit the backspace key on your keyboard. Title today is going to be Twinkle, and I'm really stickler about your capitalization here. This is a title. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. The composer's you. So put your name here. Mom and Dad capitalized you on your birth certificate, so you should capitalize your name too. You're a noun, you're important. Instead of lyricist, which is the person who writes the lyrics, you're just going to put what class period you're in charge of. This happens to be period 4 because that's what I used for the login. Okay? First of all, we want to check our tempo. Is 120 Allegro going to be something we want to play at? Probably not. Maybe a little bit slower. So I'm going to click on that 120. I'm going to come to the bottom and I'm going to change that to 96 probably is a little more appropriate for us. And I think we're ready to start putting in some notes. Going to start with some middle C's. All you got to do is click in the staff anywhere. If you want to try to hit that right there, a mouse would probably help better than your trackpad, but there's your middle C. If it doesn't happen to be high enough, you can go ahead and, or low enough, you can use the arrows on your keyboard to move it up and down, a little bit more accurate. It's a C, 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 G, G. I'm doing pretty well here. A, G. Now our G has to be a half note. Right now it's a quarter note. It's red, so it's editable. I'm going to take a look at the notes palette, and instead of a quarter note, I'm going to choose the half note. And we're back to needing some quarter notes on F, F, E, E. F, but it's a half note right now, so I got to change it back to a quarter note. F, F, E, E. Ooh, that was too high. How can I fix it? Arrow down. D, D, middle C. That has to be a half note, so choose that. Some of you get to the point here now where you're like, I need 4 more measures. How do I add those? Well, float your mouse above the measure, and you'll have some options here. You can either subtract a measure or add a measure. Maybe I want to go ahead and add those bottom 4, where it looks like 5. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry about how things appear to be laid out. This was one too many. They will fix themselves and look really nice when you're done. Just remember, you're not completely done yet. D, D, C, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted 5 measures. Okay. Quarter notes. Looks like we need a G. See, things are starting to lay out the way they need to be. G, G, F, F, E, E, half note on D, change that to a half note. Here's a secret. I need exactly the same thing over here. So just like in any word processor, you can choose that measure, go edit, copy, click in this measure, edit, paste. Did that just not save you a whole lot of time? That's pretty awesome. F, F, E, E. You know what? The last two measures are the same as these two measures. Click that measure, hit Shift to select another measure, edit, copy, place the cursor where you want to put those two measures, and this is awesome. I think I just hit edit, paste. Boom. You know, how long did that take? Seriously. We're pretty much done except for a few notations. I want my speed 96 to be recorded in an Italian word as well, so I click on the note where I want to put any text above. I know that's weird, but click on the note. And then the palette here, we have a few other things that we're going to use. Let me zoom into it here. This is the text tool, and this is the lyrics tool. La! It's not really a la, it's actually a measure and then an A, which means you're going to type some lyrics. The text tool is what I'm going to use. We might choose to use some dynamics here. Yeah, we're going to need a fermata a little bit later, it looks like. We have some symbols that we can choose. Looking around at the score a little bit. We may not need some of these this time. Oh yeah, I am. I'm going to need a coda. Another palette here. This is all percussion stuff, which we're not going to use, but we also have these lines. I think we are going to use accelerando and ritardando. Cool, cool. So those are some things we're going to want. For now, I wanted to go to my text tool. T. I got T selected. That means I can now type above there. 96 is andante. Andante. About the speed that you walk. It looks while I'm at it. I got to put the words to coda above this G. T. To coda. Any other text that I need? Yep, down here. I need to put DC, which tells the person, go back to the beginning, al coda, and play at the coda, which this is going to be the coda. So let's go ahead and identify that as well. I'm going to click on the first measure of the coda. I know this sounds like foreign language to a lot of people. Well, it is. Here's my coda symbol. Boop. And they're kind of overlapping. So let me drag the text over here. There's my coda. Go to the coda. I'm going to need some repeat signs. How do I change those? It looks like I need a repeat sign right here. Click right on the bar line. And let me zoom in. Then you get some options. Whoa, Windows 8. There's my red bar line. I want a repeat sign that looks like this right there. That's pretty cool. And what's weird is we can't put a bar line here. You just have to go whatever's before that. So just because this is the beginning of that line or that system. So I'm going to actually apply that to this bar line and make that my reverse repeat sign. And look what happened down there. Boom, it put it there for me, just like your example is. We want to tell the player to play this the first time and this the second time. So I click on this again. And it doesn't look like what I'm looking for. I haven't done this in a few weeks. Here it is. I clicked on the note and I say, okay, first ending. Boom. Cool. This is your second ending. Boop. But it still says 1, doesn't it? But it is editable. Because sometimes you'll want a first ending, second ending, third ending, you know. So click on this and I'm going to make it a 2. Back on out, and some other things I wanted. I want to tell the performer to go ahead and accelerate right here. Click on your F, and that was under lines here, wasn't it? Accelerando, and there it is, and you can drag out this line. How long do you want them to accelerate? That sounds cool. The opposite is that we were going to slow down, retardando over here. Again, I always think about whom I'm talking to when I start speaking like these languages, but this is music, man. It is a foreign language. I'm going to slow down until this final note, and I'm going to put a fermata. Tell that person to go ahead and hold that. You're even closer to done right now. The only thing we want to do to make it easier for you guys to play piano is instead of writing lyrics to this song, which we all know are Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, we're going to, you know, and let me show you what lyrics tool actually is made to do. It's made to just type the lyrics, and any time there is a new syllable, hit the minus or dash sign, and it automatically skips to the next note. Twinkle, when a space bar also skips to the next note. Twinkle, little star. So a lyrics tool is very, very powerful, very, very cool. But what I want you guys to do, oh boy, is, I don't know if I can edit it by doing this, but we're going to try. Instead of the twing, I want you to label what pitches you're going to be playing on the piano. That's a C. You don't need to do this every time. It's just because I've already put these lyrics in here. Another C. These are 2 Gs. And 2 A's. Again, this is taking way too long, but it's because I did what I did. A. All right, now this is how it really should work. A, G, F, E, D, C. If I'm going too fast for you, spacebar, go ahead and rewind this video. Watch it again. G, F, E, D, which is not how the song goes, but that's the second ending. F, E, D, C. Very important right now. I think you should file save. It's automatically going to save with this title and your name. Not the words your name, but your name. You don't have to save as or anything. So here it is. I think you really should understand what you just did, and we were talking about sign directions in one of our theory units. So there's a lot of things going on here. You're going to play C, C, G, G, A, G. Let me maybe zoom in for some of us playing at home, okay? C, C, G, G, A, G, F, E, D, C. Continue to play here. G, G, F, take the first ending. E, D, that means repeat to the other repeat sign. G, G, F, don't play that. Skip the first ending and go to E, D. Don't continue to play because this direction says DC al coda. Go back to the beginning until you're told to go to the coda. C, C, G, G, A, G. I'll go to the coda. F, E, D, C. Wow, that was a lot of stuff. Let's do that one more time. This time maybe I'll accelerando and I'll retardando and I'll do a fermata. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the moon so bright, repeat, like a diamond in the sky. Go to the beginning. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, Dakota, how I slow down, wonder what you, fermata, are. One of the last things on your rubric is go ahead and play that on your computer and see if the computer's smarter. It's smarter than we are, honest to God. It will play the repeat signs and the first and second endings. It's pretty nifty. Let's take a listen. Watch this repeat sign. It takes the first ending and it repeats. Yeah, now it's going to skip the first ending. And it's even going to go to the beginning. Just because you put that text in there. It should jump to the coda. Look at that. Perfect. Awesome. Now, you've got to play it, right? So how do you do that? I like to move this to the side. I mean, by now, actually, you've printed a copy in the LMC. Funny if you can hear that. That's my little boy singing the song. He's hearing me record this. He's supposed to be sleeping right now. But you've got your printed copy, and you attach that to my rubric and log into another site. We've used this many times before. www. It's probably bookmarked. tinyurl.com url.com/MMS piano. And that brings me to this virtual keyboard. Now this uses the second row of your typing keyboard as piano keys. So I'm going to follow along. C, C, G, G, A, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D. Second line, first repeat. First ending, E, E, D, repeat it. G, G, F, F, E, second ending, D, go to the beginning. C, C, G, G, A, skip to the coda. Retard F, F, E, E, D, D, C. There you go, man. You just completed an hour lesson in what? I don't know, 10 minutes or so. So the same things apply to Mamma Mia and Star Wars, and you can also do Ode to Joy for extra credit. All right. Good luck. Time for me to sign off. Bye-bye.